Time won't make you forget. It'll make you grow and understand. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? $4,000 still, right? Nothing really much to say. I think I've seen the divide in technical analysis becoming larger. People starting to call for like 5,500 up to as much as $10,000 happening. People calling for like 1,800 down to 2,500. So in other words, like, I don't know, is a breakout imminent? It's kind of feeling like people are going to be forcing it one way or the other. You know that these markets are manipulated. It's getting to be a little undeniable at this point. So what do? We realize this and we plan accordingly, right? We take these times where the price of Bitcoin are down like this and we accumulate Bitcoin, we accumulate a little bit of extra Bitcoin because we know we want to sell, right? Bitcoin goes through booms and bust cycles, but ultimately we know that it's going to be the digital currency of the future because it's revolutionary and it's better than fiat cash, right? It's deflationary. There's a fixed number of supply. It's accountable. It's not just backed by propaganda and the war machine and the backs of the poor. We can verify it and trust it. And you know who else is here helping with the good fight to spread Bitcoin awareness? My co-host, Samantha.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you this morning, Samantha?
Good.
You're enjoying your Sunday fun day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's nice to have the weekends off. Usually our jobs have, never the 2 days off together and, all of that lovely crap. So it's nice.
True. So it is nice enjoying ourselves on the weekend. And you know us and the spring and our animals and everything. It's always, it's real green around here. If you guys haven't noticed.
Yeah.
So always the green puts us in a good mood.
Yeah, we're starting thinking, maybe we should make another cage maybe we should move that over here. And I have a bunch of plants, and I'm like, I should plant them. It's springness.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the whole point of living is being together, getting outside in nature, taking, all of this in, right? This is our paradise. At least for 100 years, fingers crossed. So, would you mind pulling up the coin market, or not coin market cap, coin paprika, actually? See how these markets are doing, see what we got going on. I seen Binance, of course, was on a tear this morning. We'll be talking about that and what's going on there. We'll be talking about Mexico a little bit later, maybe hopefully incite some conversation. And as always, we'll talk about our fundraising. All right, as we can see here, a little bit of green on Bitcoin. That's always nice when I'm on air. $4,024.40. Like I said, hanging out at $4,000. We got 0.09 on the green in the 24 hours, down a little bit on the 7-day at negative 0.14. No big deal. As we can see, the overall market cap is up 1/3%, coming in at $140 billion. That's quite nice. BTC dominance coming in at 50.49, so about where we've been. We got Ethereum at $137.83. That's got a little green too, almost 0.5% there at 0.44, sliding backwards 2.12% on the 7-day. 5% standard day trading, and it seems like 5% is what we've been seeing on the weeklies, right? Unless you start getting down there below the top 10 mostly. So, yeah. I mean, cryptocurrency is pretty stable right now. That's why people are talking about a period of accumulation. I mean, really, how much difference are you going to be receiving in Bitcoin if you purchase at $4,000, and you purchase at the $3,000 area? I mean, most people are purchasing under $100 worth of Bitcoin at a time as they're collecting.
Yeah.
It's about those long-term goals, people. All right, we got XRP at 31.1 cents, and we're sliding backwards 0.47. Not too big of a deal there, and down 2.55 on the week. We got Litecoin at $60 on the other side, $60.25. That's down almost a full percent, though, coming in at 0.98, and down 2.68 right now on the 7-day. Let's just slide down here a little bit to Binance, as this is our mover today. We got $16.79. Looking at pretty much all-time highs right now. They've been on a tear. I think it's been 90 days. In the last 90 days, they're up over 170-something%, I think it is. They're up a decent amount. When I get over to my paper, I got some real numbers on this. 11.4% right now, looking at a 5.79% gain on the week. Cardano, we can see that they're moving as well, up 4.27%, coming in at 6.2 cents. Let's see what we got going on with Steam. And we got Steam at 47.7 cents, up 2.49. Nice.
43rd place. Okay.
Down 7.4. 0.74 on the 7-day, so that's not too bad. Of course, I got links below for Steam Monsters and Drug Wars, right? I mean, it's been kind of fun playing. I like Drug Wars because it actually pays you back some Steam. So
Yeah.
you can actually make Steam off of it. You don't have to spend Steam in order to play. It's one of those time games. So, I mean, I have it open up with my browser, right? I click on some stuff. It's funny. I upgrade my hydroponics farm, buy a couple bugs, and try to go rob somebody.
You got to build an empire somehow, right?
Yeah, and you can always sell your drugs into like this big ultimate heist thing, and it pays out Steam.
That one's kind of weird. It's like a pool, but like when you get a decent amount of Steam out of it.
I don't know. It doesn't hurt to check it out. We keep seeing Ken Bozak talking about these dApps and how they're starting to gain attraction, and that's one of those things I was thinking about. Is Bitcoin really going to be the first cryptocurrency that's massively adopted? Or, I could really see something like how Fortnite came out. If there was a cryptocurrency that was in the game when something like that comes out, I mean, all these kids play games. And I mean, I know my kid talks me into buying stuff I don't understand for these games and everything. So, I mean, some sort of cryptocurrency involved in one of these games taking off, like Fortnite did maybe in the next year or two, definitely would be a way for the first cryptocurrency to start seeing some real adoption.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you could use it in and out of game stuff, it would be how many children? I mean, yes, how many millennials? How many it would be adoption.
As we continue to do around here, Bitcoin awareness is our number one thing, right? We are trying to help avoid scams. We are trying to participate in the revolution. We are trying to turn people onto Bitcoin and showing them that this decentralized digital currency is the best. I mean, it's going to help the people all around the world. It's going to help put us all on equal footing financially. I mean, it's changed my life, and I'm sure that the more people that get involved with it, it'll change their life too, because it's a better form of money than our fiat cash that we're using. So we raise money, we get out there, we pass out flyers with embedded QR codes. We've done this twice already. We're looking to get out there and do it again in May at the end of the month on the holiday weekend, the 25th and the 26th. We got a $4 donation yesterday
from
Josh. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Josh, for helping us, get this kicked off and going here. We still got a little ways to go. We did get our AdSense payout, so the tally fund, I can't get to work for me.
But we keep seeing other people have their screen shares at the tally fund, so it's like I don't know we just get errors.
So I'm dropping back here to show you at the blockchain. Right now, we're trying to raise it. It's still up to about $740 that we need to go ahead and raise. But we do have about 60-something days, 61 days, 60 days until the event. We do need to collect at least $200 more, probably in the next 30 days, so that we can go ahead and order the flyers and get them made up. We're looking for help, though. If you want to help us create our next flyer that we're going to be passing out, please get in touch with me via the Twitter or my email helpdesk, eugeneforest20@gmail.com. If you can't spell it, the links are also down below for all of the different social media platforms I'm posting on. You got to come over and start collecting these different cryptocurrencies. They're absolutely free. You're posting to Facebook. You're posting to Twitter. Why not post to a social media platform that could actually pay you some cryptocurrency? Even if it's not a lot of money, who doesn't want a few extra $100 possibly in a year for doing what you're already doing?
Yeah, I mean, when Steam did go to its all-time high, I mean, it was very nice to take some profits off of literally just posting.
All right. There's the backyard. Good Sunday fun day, everybody. I hope you guys are out there having a great morning. I hope you guys are loving life, taking care of each other, and finding out what's important to you today. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's really all about. You can't take cryptocurrency with you, just like you can't take money with you. I've never heard anybody on their deathbed talking about they wish they had built more wealth, or they wish they had a bigger home or a faster, nicer car. They usually talk about how they wanted to spend more time with their family.
Yeah.
And how they wish they had more friends or had patched up relationships that they had let fall to the wayside.
Sadly, yes.
So what do we got going on? Anybody joining us today, or am I doing that thing where I'm out here being all philosophical on a Sunday in the woods thinking about digital currency? And really what I want is for all of us to be equal and happy, right? I don't see how it's the year 2019 and we're heading to 2020 and we still have, you know, the turkey dollar inflating and people in Venezuela without power, and, you know, kids in China melting green board to get gold out of e-waste, and people starving right here in America. I mean, and we're supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave and the elite. I mean, I think I read a thing this morning about pregnant Russian women coming into America to give birth so that their children are U.S. citizens.
Well,
but yeah, we still have starving people in this country.
Oh, that's sad on so many levels. Okay, so Crypto Shrugged Author is here. He says, good morning from Florida.
Hey, buddy. Oh, yes, I forgot. Remember, he's here in Florida as of the last couple of weekends. I hope you're having fun down here. Been enjoying this weather.
Josh says, hey, good morning. He just managed to finish a short video recording a moment before.
Ooh, nice. We'll have to check that out a little later today.
Truth Monster is here. He says, sup, peeps and turkeys.
Yeah. Oh, I left him in the pen today.
Oh, yeah. He goes a little
loud yesterday, so I thought I'd maybe give us a little more of a bit of a break.
Super enthusiastic.
I was thinking about bringing the bunny out here on air today, but at the last minute, Sam was not really thinking it was a great idea.
I was not.
What's the matter? Oh, you look at the cat out there?
Yes. Wondering what it's trying to pounce on. Our Raptorman says, morning, Crypto Fam. Also gave us $1 super chat.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I love that you're helping, especially through these super chats. You know, like I said, every dollar that comes into this channel, no matter how it is, if it's from the commercials or the super chats or the Tally Fund account, if it's ever up and working, or the donational addresses at the bottom of the page that are kind of always there. All of this has been going into the Tally, or the fundraiser, the Bitcoin awareness, the music festivals, the making of the flyers.
I mean, we are the way we are, but like no penny is spent on anything else, and every penny is appreciated. I mean, it is amazing. Like Eugene said, I mean, we could try to do this all completely on our own, and we probably could. It would just take every extra cent, and we wouldn't be able to, you know, do any of the dollar cost averaging or the, like, you know, nice stuff.
So, what do you think about the Binance stuff? You think it's going to help solve their problem?
No.
So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Binance, you know, they have their launch pad for the initial exchange offering, right? The token sales that they've been doing, and it's hasn't really been going that great, right? We've been seeing the same kind of problems that we used to see with Ethereum and the ICOs. Only a certain number of people being able to get in the beginning, the network getting clogged, the sites going down, all of these different things happening. So they're talking about a lottery situation now. My paper will not stop flapping.
It is a little breezy today.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it'll help a little bit. But once again, I see it more of a situation of the elite, the people with more money in the space, being able to take advantage of the situation of the fact that they have more money.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is the more BNB tokens you hold for the 20-day period of time before the launch is going to help give you lottery tickets. You know, these are going to be based in how many hundreds of BNB tokens you have. And you can have up to a maximum of 5 tickets.
Okay.
And I mean, we've seen that these initial exchange offerings, you double, you triple, you 6x your money. So the rich getting richer, right? And that's a lot less of what we really want. but I'm always, I'm for the little guy. I'm for the ideal of being able to get out there with $25, and be able to get a little something, because everybody should have the ability to. Once you start segregating things off to, you have to be accredited investor, you have to have, this much token invested, and all of these other things, then you eliminate people. And the elimination of people is
the downfall. That is the problem. I mean, that is the segregation of financialness that we are already talking about. I mean,
so here we go, though. But I mean, Binance token, it's been on a tear. That's why a lot of people are investing in it. But at the same time, remember that this is a short-term investment, especially when you're thinking about cryptocurrency, because a centralized exchange is only going to be here for so long until we start having really good decentralized exchanges. I think I heard of a Waves decentralized exchange that's opening now.
But yes, once one of these works perfect and is awesome,
and it's gonna go like this, because we've seen how quickly Binance took off. So once you find a decentralized exchange that takes off just as quickly, the price of BNB token is going to plummet, because at least right now you're looking at some really good profits, which have been hard to make here in the bear market. I got 12% right now in the last day or two. I got a 60% in the last 30 days, and I got 175% in the last 90 days. Yeah, so as far as crypto, that's pretty good, considering that it's mostly been losing, unless you're really good at trading.
Or just maintaining, yeah.
I just, it's another one of those things that a lot of people are possibly going to get caught up in it, and they're just going to, a month later, their token, they think is going to come back, because a lot of this is marketing, right? I mean, if you notice, they keep coming out with new things to keep you interested. And the cryptocurrency space, it's like high school a bit. Every day you got to have new news, you got to have new drama, you got to have new stuff to keep everybody entertained, or else they fall to the wayside. They start losing interest.
Yeah, I mean, it is sucky that it is very drama oriented. You are very, I mean, that's why clickbait works. And I mean, people on a whole are very drama orientated in this area. I mean, yeah. I mean, you get 2 bad articles on something and everybody's freaking out or jumping in.
It's part of the mixing pot of cryptocurrency. I mean, it is such a combination of the world, and all of the social parts of human life mixed in with finances and desires. Trying to figure it all out, between the creation of money and scams, to making better video games, to trying to fight in this revolution to bring down the governments that we're doing with Bitcoin.
Josh says, why DEX is moving from Ethereum to AE. I think Binance has another good year to go before DEX takes over. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying that I think it's tomorrow. I'm just saying, don't think that you're going to invest in Binance token as your long-term retirement plan. Yeah. It's just that, like I keep saying, when it comes to the cryptocurrency space, it's like putting fruit on the table. They're not all apples. When you're looking at Bitcoin, you're looking at Ethereum, you're looking at Binance token, they're not all the same. You have to make sure you have a clear-cut plan when you're looking at each one of these tokens as you're investing. Be like, okay, I'm going to hold this for 6 months at most and hope that there's some profit.
Now it's just so hard to find, I mean, the game changer, the one. We keep just saying, oh, all we need is one DApp. All we need is one DApp. All we need is one. And it's okay, but which one, and everybody, most people, they're investing in coins and tokens and things that they believe in on some level, unless they are just there for money. But I mean, which one is the one? How do you know? You don't get to know. So it's inevitable. Just try to pick ones that you really like or something. I don't know, because this is why we don't, Bitcoin, it's very simple. It's very simplistic.
All right. So the next bit of news, Mexico, right? They need Bitcoin. Yeah. There's a lot of unbanked in Mexico constantly talking about the problems with the government they have, the cartels, the money, like, I mean, it's a never ending stream of problems. A lot of them down in South America are considered to be third world countries, right? So,
I mean, yeah, how like Daniel, I mean, what he just does crypto consulting to just help, like, and he's in Mexico, but like people get exchanges and get accounts and move and get crypto.
well, we're looking at the Mexican central bank. They're looking to have a ban on crypto exchanges, pretty much. The new regulation that they have possibly coming out with fintech, based on some fintech laws, it's not going to allow exchanges to be able to have access with the financial banking system. It's going to, put the divide in there. And always, whenever you kill the on-roads and off-road avenues of fiat cash, either to be able to buy or sell your cryptocurrency, that's always been the biggest bottleneck. That's why Coinbase was so big for such a long time, because it was the easiest avenue to get cash into crypto. So when you break these chains, you pretty much disable these people in order from getting involved in crypto.
I mean, the standard person, yes. Like anybody that isn't really trying.
So I'll add my thoughts at the end of all of this. But as we're looking at this, they're saying that's because they don't think that the average user, the average person, is capable of understanding the mathematics and the cryptographicness and everything that's happening in the space. In other words, calling them incompetent.
Okay, but does everybody know how their smartphone works? I mean, like the actual...
I mean, that's what the article went on to. They're talking about everybody uses cars, but do they know how they work?
Yeah, hello. I mean, God help me, I hope most of us know at least fundamentally how a car works, but who knows at
the gas makes it go.
I mean, I'm hoping just, engine, transmission, wheels,
Well, they're talking about how this is probably going to push it underground. So we talk about this all the time. Some countries are going to be pro-cryptocurrency. Some countries are going to be anti-cryptocurrency. Some are just going to sit there in the middle, like India, right?
Yeah, or wait till, like, the last minute.
So if it does push them underground, I mean, cryptocurrency is never going to bend the knee to any person or government, right? That's the big problem with why we're not getting regulation in the United States, is that the government would like cryptocurrency to become a little more conformative.
Yeah.
But it's not going to. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, since they were on like the 6th draft of whatever, and yes,
It's going to be, maybe they'll have to just develop the way around it. You don't need the legacy financial systems of banks and stuff to be able to get a hold of cryptocurrency. I mean, we've seen other things where you can just go buy cards at the tobacco store that have preloaded Bitcoin.
Yep, that is true.
So as there's more of a need for the financial industry to move away and cryptocurrency to become more precedent as inflation and things like that occur, there will be a way. There will be a solution.
Oh, so it's like, yes, like Jurassic Park, life finds a wayness. Yeah.
The money will find a way. Yes, yeah. The money will find a way. People will find a way to trade, their pesos for Bitcoin.
Gotta love it. BTC Moon guy is here. He says, huddle on, my friend.
All right, you guys. I need you to hit that thumbs up button. Right, Sam?
Something. I don't know what happened.
We need you to hit the share, possibly to Facebook or to Twitter.
Maybe comment. I don't know. But no one is in our favor at this moment.
We didn't break 30 people yesterday, and that's probably the lowest number that we have ever had on the show. I'm still enthusiastic. I'm still going to be here and going strong, but I don't know what happened. Like, it's pretty bad, guys. So please, if you're watching and you're like one of the 30, apparently, I mean, maybe Facebook, maybe it was all scammers and bots watching. But I mean, I know there's at least 30 of you. So please give the video a thumbs up, share it out or something, because I mean, you're here, right? So this community can't be all that bad. I mean, hopefully by now of 2 years in this bear market, you guys realize that I'm not here for your crypto. Right, I'm here to help you guys at least talk about your crypto. I mean, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not pointing you or steering you in different directions. I'm at least trying to help keep people on track to see that Bitcoin is the future and that it is going somewhere. Right. And I mean, even if you're only holding a couple dollars in Bitcoin, at least you're holding a couple dollars in Bitcoin. You got to help take part in all of this, because one of the things we talk about here is all the different aspects of Bitcoin. That I am always talking about the revolution, because I think that's the biggest thing that's happening with Bitcoin. But there are a lot of other great things that are happening with Bitcoin. Right. I mean, we're banking the unbanked. We're making donations to organizations, visible. So you can see that, I've heard of plenty of times that you donate $1 and only 25 cents is actually making it to the end cause.
Yeah.
These things don't happen when you donate in crypto, right? So, I mean, the list is endless of what's happening in the cryptocurrency markets and how it's reinventing the world to be a better place.
I mean, it's been unfair for far too long. We have the pothead here. Or after men said, we need more people. That is another. We're okay with our 100 views. It is just that when it drops really low, it makes you think, well, what happened? And
I mean, right. And I mean, for example, I was watching Bitcoin Ben this morning,
yes.
right before we came on, and I was looking at his video, and I'm thinking, his video quality did not look any better than our video quality, even though I know that our internet stream is not of high quality because we have bad internet out in the middle of the woods. I can't do anything about that. So, I mean, if it's not the picture quality, then what is it? I mean, I didn't see him with a $300 microphone.
Nope.
So what is it? It's the content. Well, is our content bad? I mean, are we saying the wrong thing? Because if so, tell us what you want us to talk about. But you know what I think it is? I think that there's not really a lot of interest happening. There's not a lot of people out here actually talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And the real reasons that these things are happening, and that's to make the world a better place. Because there's too many middlemen out there choking everything that's happening, so nothing gets done.
I mean, yeah. And maybe this is why I don't talk to people about Bitcoin as much, and think it is life-changing. It is truly something that if you are suffering and you are wondering why, what is the problem, that once you see Bitcoin, it is oh my God, of course. So, I mean, I think it's inevitable that there will be a bear. There will be something. There will be a bull. There will be, and we'll go back and forth probably in viewers and subscribers the entire freaking time. I'm just hoping that, yes, that soon here, there is more people that find us. And I'm just not sure how. If it is YouTube, if it is Facebook, if we are doing something wrong.
Yeah, because that was my next thought, is to possibly start a Facebook group for Bitcoin and Coffee and see if we can actually reach out, because Facebook is so much more popular, and the algorithm and all of that stuff,
right.
that it might work to our incentive.
Not reaching another group of people, and that's all we need. I don't know.
So, I mean, not that we're complaining.
We love you guys.
Maybe you guys can help us figure out what our problem is or what's going wrong. Or press a couple little buttons on the screen to help it out, right? Because that's what everybody else says.
I know.
All right. Where are we at on time? Are we reached that half-hour mark?
Oh, we're 1 minute till.
1 minute till. Of course, you guys will never cut an episode short. If you guys got something to say, please comment in the chat. At least say hi to Samantha and let her know that you're here and that we're out here doing something good, right? Because, of course, we got the free email help desk. I keep telling you about it over and over and over again. So you can get a Proton account. You can email me. It's encrypted. They'll never know who you are if that's how you're feeling, right?
It's okay. If that's the way you fly, we'll work with it.
And if you just want to hit me up on Twitter, that works too. Yeah?
Yeah.
I hit people back up on Twitter all the time.
We tweet back. Is that even a word?
We're on all kinds of other social media. Steam. I don't know why, but I do that share to Steam thing, and that is usually
it was working perfect. Yeah.
And it hasn't posted my last couple of videos, so I might have to go back and manually post.
Right. So between our tally funds,
I know it's always.
Our third-party things are slacking.
It's all beta. It's all beta, okay?
Well, that's a disclaimer right there. Our Raptorman says, or perhaps it just takes time. We have to practice patience. And BTC Moon Guy says, more Tron.
But we'll just have to start talking about
Right?
Bitcoin and Tron.
Tron.
Bitcoin, coffee, and Tron.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I mean, we'll get the views then.
Right?
No, we've never sold out. We're not going to start selling out now. Never did an ICO, never did a project, never took money to talk about any of that. Like
Any.
FOMO 3D, and I mean, there was a million mixing services. And
Yeah.
I mean, during the peak, I got plenty of emails offering us money in order to talk about whatever their project was. And as soon as I could determine that it was a scam, which was every single one of them, I turned them down because, of course, I've always thought that my cryptocurrency reputation, I want untarnished. And you can't buy that with money. And I thought that as we move into an emerging market in the future, and I want to be part of this, this is the best thing I can do to help grow my reputation without, showing that it's not tarnishable or whatever. I don't know if the right words are here.
I gotcha. Yes.
You're not going to buy me.
Oh, yeah. It was the most ridiculous ones were like, oh, here's our whole little spiel. And then, give us your rate.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? I don't have a scale for that. Like, what are you saying? Let's say something ridiculous and see if they say yes. Like, it's just like, who has hold on, let me pull out my pay chart. Okay, so for a 20-minute video, it would be 0.05.
All right, you guys. I really do appreciate you joining us for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. We will be here tomorrow for the Monday night recap. See if anything kicks off between tonight and tomorrow in the markets. Besides that, we'll probably have some news to cover. As always, we'll take your questions, comments, continue fundraising for our Sunset Music Festival trip, and keep being us, right? Because that's what we're always doing.
And
we're just hanging out. Yep. So go out there, have a great Sunday, take care of each other, and keep that BTC safe.
Bye, guys.
Later.